Hi, and I'm at the NRA annual meeting 2026, and I'm on the Voices of the Second Amendment row. And I'm here with a guest, a very special guy, Chris Graham from Yankee Hill Manufacturing or Machine Company, right?
Machine, yep.
Yankee Hill Machine Company. Chris, welcome. How are you doing today?
I'm doing great. How are you?
I'm doing all right. So you're from Yankee Hill. What's that all about? Are you from Massachusetts?
I am a masshole, yes, unfortunately. You won't find Yankee Hill on a map, but if you know the right people in the right town and you ask for Yankee Hill, they'll know where to take you.
Perfect. Well, that's all right. You have a product line that you want to talk about, so give me a little bit of a background on you and the company, and then we'll dive into what you're excited about.
Yeah, so this is a very special year for Yankee Hill. This is our 75th year in business. So obviously, it hasn't been my business the entire time. I'm not quite that old. My grandfather started the business in 1951 in a garage in an area locally known as Yankee Hill, and that's where the name comes from.
Gotcha.
He got us into defense contracts and government work, and then when my father took over the business in the 80s, he moved us into the civilian AR-15 market, where we really kind of hit our stride there. And then when my brother and I took over the business in the early 2010s, we focused very heavily on the suppressor market, and that's what we're best known for now, is our suppressors.
Okay, so you have something that you're excited about that's a new product, right? You want to talk a little bit about it?
Yes, so in front of us here we have our Victra series of shotgun suppressors. We've got the Victra 12 gauge and the Victra 20 gauge.
Okay, so shotgun suppressor, this is blowing me away. Let's talk about it.
Yeah, so this is a project that has kind of been a passion piece of mine for a while, just because it's not easy to do. You know, we've done rifle cans, we've done pistol cans, we've improved and modified upon them over the years, but this was a complete from the ground up, let's figure out how to do this and how to do it right project. So we're extremely happy with what we were able to bring to market, and the name reflects that. So it's based on the many victories that we achieved during the build process of it. So we wanted to make a suppressor that was easily mountable, user configurable, lightweight, quiet, and serviceable, and still had a good shot pattern at the end of the day.
Okay, so how is it, since you're talking about easy to be mounted or easily mountable, what is that process like if you wanted to put this on your shotgun?
So it's really simple. If you've got a shotgun that's threaded for internal chokes, you take out your factory choke, put our mount in its place. That has a male thread on the end of it, which accepts the suppressor. Tighten it down with a jam nut, and you're good to go at that point. Okay,
sounds good. And now, is there any special technology for a shotgun suppressor over, say, a suppressor for a rifle cartridge or a handgun cartridge?
Yeah, shotgun's very different. So obviously, it's designed not just around slugs, but also sabots and buckshot and birdshot. And especially with the shots, you need to be able to control what's going on with that shot while it's inside the suppressor. So most rifle or pistol suppressors aren't going to touch the projectile in any way if they're operating properly. But the exact opposite is true with the shotgun suppressor, because we need to control and actually touch that wad that cupped that shot to make sure that it's under control before it passes through the choke at the muzzle and goes out toward the target.
Okay, so what were some of the challenges that you had with that when you were designing it?
The biggest challenge is sound. The shotgun is a lot of powder and a really big hole. And those two combinations make it difficult to suppress. And so volume is obviously king in that kind of market. And so that's why we have the design that we have now, with an eccentric design with a large volume of large chamber below the bore of the shotgun.
So what kind of decibel ratings do you get this knocked down, generally speaking?
Both of them, the 12 and the 20 in their full-length configuration, are about 135 to 132 decibels. And in their shortest configuration, which in the case of the 12 is 6 inches, 4 inches for the 20, they're still at that OSHA hearing safe level below 140. So they're like 139, 140 decibels there.
Okay, cool. Well, what's the price point on something like this?
So they're both going to be sub $1,000. It's $979 MSRP for the 12. I believe it's $889 on the 20, and street price is going to be $150, $200 less than that at most dealers.
Perfect. And this is an NFA item, so it's regulated. You have to go through the whole process, right?
Yep. Luckily, the process has gotten easier over the years. The $200 tax stamp has now gone to zero as of 2026. The 10 to 12 month wait time is now 3 to 5 days. So Next step is just sticking it to the ATF and finally telling them these aren't guns, get them off the NFA.
Sure. What is your message to people that want to maybe dive into this world and want to go suppressed?
I would say don't be afraid of it. They're not evil, crazy assassin's tools. And, even the hoops they make you jump through to get them, it's really not that bad. If you live in a state where you have to go to the DMV and register your car, the process really isn't that different, especially now that it's also a free process.
Sure. Where can people find you? Where can people get some information about you and your product?
On our socials, we're at official YHM, and online, we're at yhm.net.
Well, Chris, I really appreciate your time. Thank you so much for taking the time to chat with me. Check them out. And I think this is a really revolutionary idea, and I'd like to see some coverage on this.
Thank you for having me.